In this video, we're going to look at how to do a 1 foot spin. So hopefully you've mastered the 2 foot spin. I really hope so, because now we're about to take it to the really advanced level. We're going to take it onto 1 foot right here. So the way I would advise you to start off doing this move is to start off with your 2 foot spin. I want you to be nice and balanced over it. Then we're going to try and bring in the ideas that we taught you about standing on 1 foot only. And if you remember correctly, I was talking to you about making sure that you had your weight in the middle to start off with, but then you transfer your weight onto one side and lift the other foot. And it's exactly the same as that for the 2 foot spin. So we're going to be spinning on 2 feet. Whilst you're in the spin, you're going to prepare by slightly leaning over, because those feet are going to be very close to each other, slightly leaning over, and then you're going to be able to lift the foot and get ready for that 1 foot spin. So if I do a small demonstration here, you're going to do your 2 foot spin and lift. Nice and simple, not too fast to begin with, but you want to make sure you have your balance. Now the faster you spin, some people might fling out and lose a little bit more balance, but I think when you get this controlled, the faster you spin, the easier you're going to find it is to balance. So once you start getting a bit more confident with it, start getting a bigger push, start using that right arm a little bit more and lift the right foot. So we're moving up to the more advanced level. Straight from pushing around, bringing your right arm around, we're going to lift the right foot straight away. Push, lift. But that means that when you're doing your push around, you have to make sure that your weight is already over that left foot. You can see here, I'm over that left foot. So I know when I lift, I'm ready for this spin. Now we're going to look at some common mistakes for the 1 foot spin. I will see quite regularly people getting into their spin and going straight up onto their toe pick. Now, that was actually quite a decent one, but you find if you try and get onto your toe pick, it's going to be really difficult to balance on it. You're going to find that you're flying off of it and your balance is way off on that one. Where you want to be in this 1 foot spin is right here on the ball of the foot. Right here, that's where you want, because you will scrape the least ice. If you can listen to it when I'm scraping with my foot, you can hear that I'm not scraping that much ice. So when we're in the spin, we want the least noise possible. You can hear a tiny bit of toe scratching right there. We want to reduce all of that if possible, because that's how we're going to spin for the longest and in the most controlled manner. So some other mistakes on this 2 foot spin are lean. Your lean has to be over the left foot. I see a lot of people leaning out, which is a really easy thing to do. When you've got all this force pulling against your body, everything wants to fly out, including your upper body. So I see a lot of people leaning away from it or trying to lean in too much to get round it. You can't do that. You need to make sure you stay completely over that left foot, so you're completely upright. Keep this core rigid. It's so important to have a strong core in skating, and exactly for moves like this, when you're doing your spin, lift everything up and stay nice and tight and strong.